aka Papa, aka the Prince of Peach Cobbler, and I'm standing outside the Jesse Jackson, O.J. Simpson, Ike Turner School for Boys. Now, people said that I stole the money for the school, and I just want to give people a tour of the school. At my school, we have state-of-the-art obstacle course equipment because at my school, we're going to teach military science. At my school, we have multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art binoculars because we're going to teach oceanography. At my school, we have state-of-the-art automobiles because we're going to teach driver's education. At my school, we have state-of-the-art computers because we're going to teach website development. At my school, we have multi-million-dollar high-power telescopes because we're going to teach astronomy. At my school, the Jesse Jackson, O.J. Simpson, Ike Turner School for Boys, we have some of the best lubricants from Kemet because we're going to teach sex education.
All right. We are live. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. All right. We are live, family. We are here, ready to chop it up as we always do. Let me make sure my levels are together. All right. Everybody loves the new puppet, Herpy the Woke Walrus. Everybody loves Herpy the Woke Walrus. All right, but we're here, man. I'm ready to do this. Had a little nap. Had the itis a little bit. Yeah, my face is a little ashy right now, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm a little ashy right now, but I'll be fine. I didn't, you dig? Oh, man. But we're here. I mean, are my levels good? Are my levels good? Can you guys hear me pretty good? Let me know. Let me know if my levels are good. Thank you. Nice haircut. Thank you very much. What's up, 313 in the house? Hold on, let me listen to myself to make, because y'all not telling me. Thank you. Nice haircut. Thank you. All right, so my levels are good. I just checked my own damn levels. Oh, yeah, y'all see the little dollar sign right there. Y'all can get down with the Melanoid Ministries right there if you want to. Y'all see right over here. Let me see if I'm pointing right. Hold on. That way. There's a little dollar sign right there in the comment section. Y'all can get down with the Melanoid Ministries if you want to. All right, people are coming on in the room. I do look ashy than a motherfucker around about the face, but it's all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. Oh, man. Hold on. I have no idea who that is. Spencer Carter. Y'all naming random people. I have no idea who that is. All right. So what's up, Kenyatta? Debate. Debate for what? Who? Debate? Let's debate where the fucking money is. Let's debate that. How do I debate motherfuckers I've already defeated? That don't make no sense. I've already crushed people. You don't debate people you've crushed. And for what? That's just to give them attention. No. Let's debate who's hiring black people. Let's debate that. Let's debate who's taking care of their kids. Let's debate that. Let's debate some tangible shit. No, we're going to debate some tangible shit. Let's debate who's taking care of their children the most. Let's debate that. Let's debate who's taking care of their children the most. Let's debate who's employing black people full-time the most. Let's debate who's creating businesses the most. Fuck all that. Let's run our damn mouths so you can get some attention. Fuck that. Who's creating some tangibles right now? Who's not creating, created. Who has created, past and present tense. Who's created some tangible shit right now. You dig? Let's do real talk. No. It's time to put your goddamn money where your mouth is. Somebody said debates are pointless. Absolutely, that's the purpose of it. That's jailhouse shit. Niggas love sitting in the jailhouse debating because they ain't gonna do shit. Who's creating shit right now? Who has things created right now and can show receipts? All right? Who can show receipts right now of stuff you're doing and have done? Tangible things with money. Let's show some receipts. Let's have a debate on who has the most receipts of tangible things they have done with money. Let's debate that with receipts. All right? But yeah, I'm not going to address too much fuckery. You dig? Certain folks, okay, hold on. The studio called me. Hold on. This week, I got to show, because we talking about some real shit. Fuck all the dumb shit, because defeated people are trying to get attention now. I've already defeated people. So now I can just mock them. So we're talking about some real shit now. I'm not trying to help a motherfucker try to get their weight up by giving them attention. Fuck all that. You got desperate, dusty niggas in Super 8 motels whose career is on ashes right now, trying to get relevant and trying to do anything or say anything to get any kind of relevance. So we're not going to even engage that. You know, I've said what I had to say. They're not going to do anything. So the next best thing is to just sit up and run your fucking mouth. Holler at me when you get to doing some shit. Let's get to the doing. Let's get to the doing, which ain't nothing gonna happen. So let's talk about some real shit. This week, guys, Ism Radio is gonna be good. Shout out to the lovely ladies of Ism Radio. Speaking of employing people, you dig? See, these are people that I help. I help people make a living, make an income. But we have a pilot that we shot of a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff with Ism Radio. We shot a pilot. It's a 30-minute pilot. And I'm going to post it up possibly tomorrow. All right? Possibly tomorrow. I'm going to post that up on the Ism Radio YouTube channel. And you need to be following that. Y'all subscribe to that. And also subscribe to this channel here. If you're watching right now, I don't know where the subscribe button is, but subscribe to this channel here. All right? Subscribe to this channel. And also subscribe to the Ism Radio channel. We show a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff that happens. It's very funny. Real good stuff, man. Real good stuff. It looks good. This is my editor, Zaire. My brother's from... I think Zaire, where the fuck is Zaire from? He's from some part of Africa. And he just sent me the final cut. Because we've been editing it for a minute. That's my brother, who I employ. Again, these are black people that I employ. These people work for me. Like I said, that's what I debate. Who's employing black folks? Who's helping black folks generate income? That's what we debate. But we got this pilot we're going to put up. I'm going to just post it on YouTube. And it's real funny, real good stuff. And you're always producing. I produce. I always got shit in the mix. And when y'all see the pilot, y'all going to see other stuff that we got going on. But it's funny. It's funny. Real good stuff. We show... in this pilot, a lot of stuff leading up to the premiere of 1804 in LA. So we're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, preparing to go to the premiere of 1804 out here. So we show them, Layla and Bree, working with a stylist, going to get, clothes fitted and, we've been talking about doing a fitness video with Layla. We auditioned some people and we show that. We show them coming to the studio where I'm, we're producing the project that I'm working on with my group and have them trying to sing background and real funny stuff, man. So you guys are really going to enjoy that. You're going to see a nice, fun side of me and the Ism crew So it's going to be real fun. You dig? Man. But, yeah, the stylist is black. Beautiful sister. Yes, the stylist was black. Yeah, I think Zaire is from the Congo. I think Zaire is from the Congo. You dig? And speaking of that, I want to touch on the Congo as far as movies and King Kong and all that. So I'm going to touch on that. But what's up, Natural Charm? The lovely mod is in the house. My sister, Natural Charm. Shout out to her. Man. What's up, Sharon? You said you felt embarrassed for the human Herpy the Walrus. A lot of folks hit me. A lot of folks were sending me like, Herpy Hotep the Walrus is going in on you. He's talking about, and I didn't watch 2 seconds of it. I promise I didn't. I didn't watch 2 seconds of it because people were telling me how sad they were feeling for dude. They were looking at it like, oh my God, he's falling apart. I'm just not gonna watch a nigga have a nervous fucking breakdown. I'm not entertained by that, you know. And some people were giving me the cliff notes and they're just making up shit, you know. That's what people do when they're defeated. Now when people do that, they're insulting the intelligence of the listeners. Because now people like that expect you to be stupid to believe their bullshit. They expect you to be stupid enough to believe their bullshit. But yeah, a lot of people feel embarrassed for him. So do I. I feel embarrassed for the dude, but I had to spank him. You know, but it is what it is. We're talking about real shit right now. We're talking about real shit right now. Also, on ISM Radio this week, special guest is going to be Michael Jai White. That's going to be the guest this week. We've been having great guests on ISM Radio. Michael Jai White, we're going to talk to him about some new movie projects he has going on. Yes, we've been having great guests on the show, and that's what I've been wanting to show. You notice for the last few weeks, we've had some bomb fucking guests on ISM Radio. You know, I want to show black people who are producing stuff. Black Dynamite, absolutely. Well, I love it. Yep, Black Dynamite. So y'all let me know some questions y'all want me to have for the brother. I already have a bunch of questions, but yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about Spawn and all that stuff. Yes, yeah, I got to have my man Nipsey Hussle on there. That's the homie. You know, I got to have him on. Probably when I get back from Africa and Dubai. Like I said, I'm going to be in Africa and Dubai for a couple of weeks. But, you know, I like to have people on the show who are producers and who are independent producers who really do what they say. You dig? Even with Rick Ross, you know, you had a couple of people like, you know, talking that, and a lot of them are trolling, by the way, but even when I had Freeway Rick Ross on there, people were on some, not too many. Again, like I said, a lot of people were trolling, and most people loved the interview. Some people were like, well, why have a former drug kingpin on the show? Are you glorifying that? And no, we got to look, the purpose of having him on the show is to just kind of really get the real story behind a lot of shit you hear in the rap records. See, the thing is, you can't go to the club and shake your ass to people pretending they sold dope and people pretending to be Freeway Rick and pretending to have his lifestyle. And again, I'm not talking about nobody in particular. And then get scared when you get the real deal on there. You dig? You get the real deal on there. I got the real deal. This is the person that people were trying to be like. And I wanted to give people an idea, an understanding of the mindset of a kingpin. I wanted to give people the mindset of a kingpin. And his story was very interesting. This man, at his height, was making $3 million a day. But the thing is, you're doing it like that, but you can't fully enjoy it because you got to live under the radar. You got to watch your back. And back then, Freeway Rick, I mean, he had to live like he was broke damn near. he couldn't floss like that because he couldn't bring that much attention to himself. So it's a very interesting dynamic. And that's why he was able to do it for so long. And my man was illiterate. That's the thing. The dude was illiterate. And that's one of the things that drove him to be so, might I say, successful at what he was doing. Because, you know, you have a person out of high school who they just kind of funnel through the system. He couldn't read. Nobody would hire him. Nobody's going to hire somebody who's illiterate. So, you know, he's not in a gang. So what is he going to do? So he like, fuck it. Let me go for mine. Somebody gave him that a bag, and he said, shit, I'm about to flip this shit heavy. You dig? So who are we to judge how that brother gets down like that? I mean, he didn't have too many options. So I get it. If I was in that situation, I'd probably do the same thing. If they just funneled me through school, nobody took the time to teach me, I don't know how to read, and nobody's hiring me, so I'm going to starve or make $3 million a day, risking shit. I'm like, I'm already fucked up in the game, so give me that bag. You don't know how people think. You don't know how people think. You know, so again, I'm not judging, no judging. His story is a very interesting story, man, and he's a real good dude. Very good dude. Real good dude. And people say the interview me and him we did with him was one of the best interviews with Freeway Ricky Ross, because he's done a lot of interviews, but people are saying the interview we did was great. That's because I lived in the same neighborhood as him. I know the same people he knew. So I know all the inside stuff and the ins and outs. So that's what made it interesting. I know what questions to ask that other people wouldn't know to ask. You think? Yeah, Frank Lucas was in the same thing. Same situation. I get my wife out here. You dig? But Ola, did you find? Shout out to Ola. Everybody say what's up to Ola, my dude Ola. Ola, did you find those clubs? Because we're gonna be doing a music video with my group, nigga. We're gonna put out our single. Look, when we put out our single, our group. Y'all got to go get the damn single. Not really a single. We're putting out a whole EP. We're putting out an EP possibly next month. We're going to do a video of the whole shit. We're going to be showing the hell out, man. And we're looking for a nightclub out here in L.A. to film it in. So we're going to be getting it in. Do a video in Zimbabwe. I'm going to film a lot of stuff when I'm out there. What's up, James Ramones? I'm going to film a lot of stuff when I'm out there. What YouTube channel that ISM comes on? It's just type in ISM Radio, ISM Radio, and you'll see our channel. You'll see the ISM Radio channel, and just subscribe to it so when we put the stuff up, you'll get it automatically. There's a lot of people in here right now. So I'm gonna be singing like Eddie Kane. Well, yeah, we again, man, the whole vibe, we on some 80s type shit. Our whole vibe and look is on some Miami Vice thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole style and flavor. It's like an 80s flavor to it. You dig? Because that, and the reason I like that era, because a lot of songs from the 80s are really timeless. You can put on some shit like Evelyn Champagne King. That shit is still bump. Certain other songs from different genres, they get dated. You know, they'll come in and out of style. You know, like a lot of New Jack Swing stuff. Like a lot of what Bruno Mars is doing, some of that stuff is kind of New Jack Swing, which is cool now. What's up, Frederick Carter? Isaac Hayes got the name Black Moses, helped funding people in the dope game in Memphis surrounding areas, got jobs scared from. That's interesting, man. Yeah. My man had a good tidbit about Isaac Hayes. And something interesting about Rick Ross, Freeway Rick, and we mentioned this on the show, how nobody in the neighborhood, nobody in Black society at the time, nobody snitched on Freeway Ricky Ross. It was that Nicaraguan dude who turned him in, who snitched on him. It was the Nicaraguan dude. But nobody in the neighborhood snitched on Rick Ross. But you got to understand, at that time, there was some strict street codes back then. Out here in LA, at that time, the street codes were strict. Now, you had to live by them things heavy. And that no snitching thing was real. This first 48 shit that y'all be seeing, that shit was just unheard of back then. Cats were not doing that. Cats were not doing that back then. Not shit. You would have to move your family out of town. You have to go to protective custody for life. But nobody would snitch on Rick Ross because at the time, so many people were making money, and he was making sure that everybody was paid. The money was flowing. The crackheads were getting what they wanted to get. So why tell on them? Why fuck that up? You fuck up everybody's money. I'm not saying good or bad, right or wrong. I'm just telling you what it is. Just telling you what it is. What's up, Dunked On? You say, Herpy, the Woke Wars, got 5 new videos on me. What else is he going to do? What else is he going to do? Again, I'm not responding to that bullshit. Let me know when you get to the doing part. You said people were snitching then, but it came with punishment. So, yeah, that was a deterrent. That's what I'm saying. If you snitched, you had to bounce. And your family had to bounce. But my man was taking care of a lot of folks. Man. H&M on Twitter. Yeah, you know, H&M, you know, the H&M company, the store company, they put up that racist ass ad where the little boy, with a little black child on there, and they were talking about the coolest monkey. They put on a shirt saying the coolest monkey. Now his mom, she's from Kenya. She was on some bedwench shit. She was going along with it like, hey, why y'all making a big deal out of it? But that's just bedwench talk. And just because the mom is the bedwench, that don't mean that H&M is going to get a pass. H&M had to shut down all their stores in South Africa because people in South Africa were turning the fuck up in those H&M stores. The brothers and sisters in South Africa were turning up in them H&M stores. They had to close them stores down. You understand? You know, people are getting real fed up with this little slick racist bullshit that's popping. They were putting in work. They were putting in work out there. You dig? So, like I said, I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be near South Africa. I'll be in Zimbabwe. We're going to have a good time with the Zimbabwean people. It's going to be good to chop it up with them. Now, a lot of people are still up in arms about Donald Trump. Donald Trump made a comment saying that Haiti and Africa are shithole countries. So a lot of people got up in arms. They've been, the news channels have been saying, hey, he's a racist. We've been knowing that for a long time. We've been knowing that. The thing is, y'all should not have let him get this far with his racism before you started calling him out. You dig? You don't let him get this far with his racist views before calling him out. And a lot of people are pushing back, and there's one lady in particular named Mia Love. Now, Mia Love is this Mormon black Republican whose parents are Haitian. So she came out talking about, well, the president needs to apologize. So now she's saying something. Now understand, Mia Love is one of the biggest goddamn Negro bedwenches in politics. I mean, you look up Negro bedwench in a dictionary, there's Mia Love's ass. Mia Love has a lily white husband. Mia Love, for years when black Americans were complaining about systematic white supremacy and racism affecting black Americans, her ass was one of the biggest defenders of white supremacy. When some of these white supremacist politicians, when they say slick stuff about black Americans, she jump up defending them. Oh, we just need to let it go. We just need to let it go. We need to forgive them and just let that bygones be bygones. I mean, she's a bed damn wench. Yeah, she lives in Utah. She lives in Utah. Y'all just Google some of her fuckery. Oh, yeah. Full-blown bed wench. And see, the thing is, and that's the problem. I see a lot of folks are getting their nigga wake-up call now, because understand, there's a lot of people for a long time, a lot of immigrants from the Caribbean and immigrants from Africa. And I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying a lot of immigrants or people who are the children of immigrants, they come over here and they think that they're somehow different or in a different predicament than we are. They're somehow different from black Americans. And a lot of these Caribbean Negroes and African immigrants, they will assist the white supremacists with throwing us under the bus if you look at some of the details in a lot of stuff. I want y'all to notice that. See, some of the stuff you got to pick up on. A lot of the shea butter bed wenches that you see working for places like The Root and being all on Twitter and talking shit about black men and black Americans, many of the shea butter, hell, even some of the Black Lives Matter chicks, they are, look at those last names they have. Look at the last names they have. Many of them are like Nigerian immigrants or their parents are Nigerian immigrants. Look at this now. When me and boys, we did a forum out here in Long Beach. There was a sister. She was doing a little soft shoeing, talking that intersectionality stuff. She was Nigerian. You understand? Notice a lot of people you see talking that intersectional shit, talking that, well, we need to stop focusing on black issues and focus on gay issues too. Many of them, you notice, have Nigerian last names, or they have Caribbean parents. Some of the women who started Black Lives Matter, some of those women, some of them come from Nigerian immigrants. Or one of them, a couple of them, some of them. You understand? When I was on CNN with that toted lady, Roland Martin's homegirl, she was Ethiopian or something, Eritrean or something like that, throwing black women under the bus. She was throwing black American women under the bus. She was like Ethiopian or something. World Star Hip Hop. Q, his family, they were immigrants, Caribbean immigrants. You dig? Media takeout. You know, look at these publications and these websites that show black people in a fucked up light. Look at these websites that really show black people in a fucked up light every day. Media takeout is run by an African dude. The owner of Media Takeout is an African immigrant. Or his parents are immigrants. But I think the guy, he's an immigrant himself. Yeah, they were. Yeah. Yeah, it's owned by an African man. Absolutely. Isn't Bossip the people who own Bossip? Look that up. I think somebody told me that. Bossip is African run too? See what I'm saying? Notice that. Don't miss that. Mona Scott, Caribbean. Mona Scott Young, She's a Caribbean. Notice how they show American black women on these shows. Come on, we got to start putting 2 and 2 together. The Shade Room. And I'm cool with some of the people at the Shade Room. I'm cool. Quote unquote. I'm cool. We're cordial. They know me and I know them. Shade Room, they're Nigerian. You understand? Come on, man. This is not a coincidence. When you start looking at people who run these sites who show black Americans real fucked up, look who's really doing it. Look who's doing it. I want you to think about that. Just because you see somebody real dark with twisties, hey, you better question where they're from and how they feel about black Americans. Because y'all saw that chick. What's that chick? The one I really don't like. Amanda Diva. Whatever the fuck her name is. You leaving?
Yeah.
I thought you were staying. Bye, sweetie. That's my daughter. Like I said, let's have a contest on who's raising their kids. Let's have a debate on that. Because y'all see my kids every time I'm on it. Y'all see my fucking kids. Amanda Seals, right. Her parents are Grenada. And she's always saying some little slick shit about black people. Trying to act like, she's trying to give advice. But she's always saying her little slick fuck-ass remarks about black folks. People were clowning her because she was talking about how black folks over here, we buy shoes, but we don't get passports or some shit she was saying. And people were like, sit your ass down. You're not in a position to G-check us on anything. Now, my man Ola's from Nigeria, but Ola's a writer, though. No, I'm not shitting. No. My crew, Ola, my dude Mike, who rolls on tour with me, they're Nigerian. I'm not shitting on Nigerians at all. I'm not shitting on them at all because they're not coons. They're not coons, and they don't come from that. But understand that there's a lot of coonery that is coming from there. And we got to look and see who's in certain positions, who's getting funding, who's collaborating with the white supremacists, who's getting the funding from them to make us look fucked up. Because psychologically, they feel like they have no connection with us, so they can show us in any kind of light. You understand? Like, now, a lot of people, and I like the show Insecure. I like the show Insecure. Is Roxanne gay? That chick? Oh, I'm not shocked at all. They said Roxanne gay. Her family's Haitian. Okay. But John Amos, come on, dude. Y'all chill out with all that. Y'all trolling about Herpy the Walrus. Nobody cares. No, I'm not even. We ain't even entertaining that. We're talking about some real shit right now. The one. If you ask that again, I'm gonna get your ass up out of here. Don't start asking about Herpy the Walrus, or we ain't talking about that. All right? We're talking about some real shit. I want brothers and sisters to really peep something. And yeah, Issa Rae. Most of those women on that show come from African parents or from Africa themselves. Nigerian, Senegal. They come from African parents, or they themselves are African. Some people say that the show shows black men in a negative light. And again, I watch the show. I'm entertained about the show. I like the show, but I do watch and see what's going on. And from what I understand, Issa Rae, they gave her the green light to do a show about a gay black man or some shit. So y'all really got it. When they start doing that, Now you get, yeah. All right, now what they got going on. You dig? And now, when Trump, and Trump deliberately said what he said, that was very deliberate. That was to get all the other white supremacists on code. So Trump talking about Africa and Haiti being shitholes, that was basically him reminding all the other white supremacists, and you Negroes too, all of you are in the same boat. Now all these people want to jump up and say, hey, Trump, you need to apologize now. No, he should have been apologizing if that were the case. We, Black Americans, we are the only people who have been consistently calling Trump out on his racist fuckery. Y'all, everybody else are a bunch of Johnny-come-damn-latelys. Black Americans, we've been calling him out on his fuckery nonstop. Y'all don't, coons and bedwenches, don't act shocked now. Moist niggas, don't act shocked now. You dig? Everybody, they want to start acting like Don Lemon. Everybody's acting like Don Lemon is super woke. Don Lemon, he was a gay black man. Again, a lot of gay black people think that they are somehow different from every other black person. Now Don Lemon is going off. He's the racist, he's the racist, he's yeah, Don. The nigga wake-up call is there. The nigga wake-up call is there. The nigga wake-up call is there. And Trump did something right after the whole scandal broke out of him talking about, you know, the whole shithole controversy. He did some kind of photo op with some of the relatives of Dr. Martin Luther King. Let me say this on record. And I love Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. Martin Luther King's relatives, though. Dr. King's relatives are some of the biggest buck dancing, butter biscuit, banjo playing coons you ever want to goddamn meet in your life. Dr. King's relatives are the biggest mammy bedwench, Bama ass coons you ever want to meet. The nephews and nieces, they are some of the biggest goddamn coons ever. Do you understand me? Some of his relatives, they've been milking the MLK name for years. They've been milking the MLK name for years. And they are the biggest goddamn Sambos. I'm not talking about all of them. It's them nephews and nieces are the worst. That Alveda King, that mammy butter biscuit Bama bedwench, she's always licking white ass somewhere. Whenever she shows up, fuckery ensues. Now this nephew, he's sitting up there, Donald Trump was signing some paper, he's sitting up there looking like Stephen Fetchit, his eyes bucking and his lips poked out. Where'd this nigga come from? Dr. King wouldn't co-sign that bullshit. And these are like some old distant relatives. These aren't the ones that Dr. King raised himself. Understand, let's be very clear. They love getting these old distant coon relatives. Look, I might have a coon somewhere in the family. I don't fuck with him. It ain't my fault that he's my coon cousin or something. That's what I don't like. I don't like them finding the family coon and then propping them up. Hey, this is Dr. King's nephew right here. As if he has the same type of views, the same type of passion and honorability and respectability as Dr. King himself. We always got a jive-ass nigga in the family. Every family got like a crackhead or some dumbass that don't nobody really fuck with, and that's who they go get. They go get the family coon who Dr. King probably never babysat his ass. You get some old bullshit ass relative and then prop them up. Let me tell y'all something. Look, if something happened to me, don't go fucking with some of my relatives that I ain't seen in years. Have them represent me, because most likely I ain't fuck with them like that. You know. Most of the family that I fuck with, you know, they come on out here, I bring them out here and they kick it with me. Don't let no nigga pop up talking about, hey, I was Tariq's third cousin, thrice removed, because I'm a descendant! I had to do it, shit. But yeah, don't get one of those, I was a descendant ass niggas. Don't get one of them. Those coon King relatives, I mean, they're pissing on that brother's grave. Dr. King, they know Dr. King wouldn't approve of that buck dancing cooning that they're doing. They know good and well Dr. King wouldn't approve of that. Shame on them for trying to sully what Dr. King stood for because the white supremacists are giving them a couple of damn butter biscuits. Shame on them niggas. Man. Y'all know, did y'all hear about that thing in Hawaii, man? In Hawaii, and I was just in Hawaii, man. I was just in Hawaii a couple of weeks ago. In Hawaii, they put out an emergency alert that a ballistics missile was headed to Hawaii and everybody should take cover, and people started panicking, rightfully so. I mean, everybody got this alert on the phone, and people were panicking. And then they came out talking about, that was a mistake. Somebody at the emergency center made a mistake. Nigga, that seemed like a test run. That was some kind of test run, dude. That was some kind of test run. That was a test run. And also, do you know how dangerous that could have turned out? When they do stuff like that, what they try to do, let me talk about how they try to draw people into warfare. That was like a test run to start a fake war, or not a fake war, but a real war with North Korea. If you put out something like that, saying that somebody launched a ballistic missile, people will automatically think, okay, North Korea is trying to attack us. Now, what if North Korea said, hey, they're trying to fake an airstrike and blame it on us, so we need to retaliate for real? You understand? Do you know how dangerous that could have been? Shit like that has happened. Some people, certain countries have done test runs that look real, and then other countries said, okay, they're trying to stage an attack on us. They're trying to put out a false flag warning so they can justify attacking us. So let us attack first. You understand? That's a very dangerous scenario. Once again, please donate for your surgery. You have keloids. What the hell? You got keloids. Hold on. This thing trying to get keloid surgery? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I made a mistake and hit the wrong button. Somebody in the room talking about they got keloids. Who's the brother? Boo Man, donate to your surgery. You have keloids. Hold on, nigga. I want to see. Hold on. Let me look at your shit. I'm about to look at your page. This dude's he got to GoFundMe for his keloids. By the way, this is the Pelicans went into overtime today. Oh, hold on. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Oh, let me look at this dude's page. He's talking about he got keloids, and I want to look at this nigga's page real quick. Hold on. People be having GoFundMe pages for everything. Okay. Our fundraiser. Is your name Tony Perkins? Anthony Perkins? What's your name, dude? There's a few people trying to get some damn keloid removals on GoFundMe. Hold on. Let me see if this is the real deal. He might be trolling, all right? Oh, I don't know what this nigga's talking about. I'm like, all right, this nigga trying to get keloid removal. It might not be him. It might be somebody else, because I see somebody on GoFundMe who had some up like a couple of years ago, but damn, that nigga keloids is fucked up. All right. Watch the movie Bushwick. I'm going to watch that. A few people have told me about the movie Bushwick, and I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch the Bushwick movie. Did y'all see... Hold on. Let me give y'all the right information. You know, Meghan Markle is getting married to Prince Harry, right? And there's a white supremacist female who's the girlfriend of a politician over there in the UK. He's the UK IP chief, and I don't know exactly what that political title is, but the guy, he's a politician. His name is Henry Bolton. His girlfriend is a white woman named Jo Marnie. She's 25 years old. They say she's a model. Kind of real average, plain Jane looking white girl. But she's the white supremacist. And there were some text messages of her shitting not only on Meghan Markle, but on black people in general. And this is what her text messages said. It said, I wouldn't have sex with a Negro. Somebody said, what's wrong with black people? She said, they're ugly, not my thing, don't turn me on. What Harry is marrying, God. Wet as a scrubber, awful, a royal yank. Yuck, those are those UK words. Now, keep in mind, she said she wouldn't have sex with black people because we're ugly. And the dude she's fucking, Henry Bolton, looks like a fucking hobbit. He looks like a little troll under a damn bridge. You dig? This is an ugly little bastard that she's fucking. He's 54 years old. She's 25. And she ain't the hottest thing her damn self. And her text goes on to say, she's a gender equality, looks like twat. She's obsessed with race. This is the white lady talking about Meghan Markle. Her seed will taint our royal family. Just a dumb little commoner, tiny brain. She's black, a dumb actress nobody's ever heard of. This is Britain, not Africa. Somebody texts back to her, oh, that's racist. She said, LOL, so what? Not wanting other races and cultures to invade our own culture doesn't mean I hate their race. Just means I don't want their cultures invading mine. Just don't like her. She's a black American, pushing their way to the top slowly. Next will be a Muslim prime minister and a black king. All right. That right there is white supremacist female jealousy. The white supremacist female, they love black women to be underneath them, beneath them. They love black women to be in a charity position. Yeah, just save it for me, man. Save it for me. They love sisters to be their underlings. They love to be around sisters when sisters need handouts, secondhand clothes. Her name is Jo Marley. Well, this lady right here making all of these fucked up remarks about black people. J.O. Marnie. The fact that a black woman got one of the most eligible white bachelors in Britain, chaps their ass. It chaps their ass. Oh, you see the real them come on out too. And I've seen pictures with this Joe Marnie chick. She's all hugged up on niggas. Oh, and that's another thing. Just because these white supremacist females are hugged up on Negroes, y'all don't let that fool you. What's up, you out there in Paris? That's what's up, brother. But just the fact that somebody in the white royal family chose a black person over one of these thirsty white supremacist females, now they want to try to hide behind racial solidarity. Now they want to hide behind racial solidarity. Meghan is not white, and these white supremacists are letting her know that. Y'all better get off that. Many of these white supremacists think that. What that lady is putting in that text, many of them think that. This week, white supremacist female Tommy Lauren put up a Snapchat where she was rapping to 21 Savage, and thirsty, dusty, sunken place Negroes thought it was cute. She's up here just doing some real simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my bank account. I mean, and they just thought that was the cutest thing. You sunken place Negroes. You sunken place coons. You dig? But it don't take much to recruit a sunken place Negro. It doesn't take much to get you on team white supremacy. You dig? And shout out to everybody. A lot of folks are off work tomorrow. MLK's birthday. Watch out for the fuckery, because the white supremacists, I just don't trust them. And, they've been making little slick remarks about Dr. King's birthday. They've been making real slick remarks. So you got to watch them. The white supremacists are real sick. We don't understand the severity of how sick they are. In family, it's very important that we control narratives. It's very important that we control narratives. Because there was a story that I helped go viral. And a lot of the mainstream media outlets started to pick it up because my tweet about it went viral. And a lot of them are using my tweet to talk about this story. It was a story that they were going to bury. But there was a story of a white lady. I can't remember what city she's in. She poured acid on herself, threw acid on her face, and said a black woman did it. And she went stumbling into a bar, and the police, they were putting up Crime Stopper posters trying to find this black suspect. But when they interviewed the woman, they found out she made the whole shit up. She poured acid on herself and then tried to blame a random black woman because she was going to use this as her come up. It was on Inside Edition, but the story, nobody really watches Inside Edition. But they were going to try to bury that. See, they were going to try to bury the part where she was blaming a black woman. See, they slipped that in real fast and then tried to yank it out. They slipped that in real fast. They slipped that part in real fast and didn't mention it again. In Inside Edition, they were like, she said the suspect was a black woman in her 40s. And then that's all they said about it. Then they start talking about the burns and all. The white supremacists, that's a pastime. They understand anti-black hatred among their community peers. And the easiest way to get money and to get attention is to say a black person committed a heinous crime against an innocent white person. If you say that, the donations will start coming in. White supremacists do that all the time. say some random black person beat them up or did something to them, and then open up the door for donations. There was a white dude who's a skateboarder who said that he went in, this was in Florida a few years ago. He said he was skateboarding and he went inside of a parking lot and some black people jumped him. And then he put up a GoFundMe page and got hundreds of thousands of dollars. Then somebody found the surveillance footage. Somebody at the parking lot structure, they said, wait a minute, anybody jumped this fool? He fell on his skateboard and damn near broke his neck. And then made up the story about getting jumped by black folks so he can get some damn money. They get money with that shit. They love talking about black folks that did something to. Let me tell black folks a secret about white supremacists. All of them have some type of story about a black person harming them, robbing them, beating them up, or raping them. They sit around and come up with bullshit stories to tell themselves. That's like a pastime, them making up stories about mythological black people, what they did to them. They love doing that shit, dude. That's like a pastime for them. All of them be doing that shit, dude. You know, one time, I was driving my car, and a black guy, he ran up and he tried to carjack me. Yeah. He was 7 feet tall. He was gonna carjack me. He had his cock out and he hit me in the head with his cock, and I accelerated and I just drove through all the lights. They sit up and tell stories like that all the time, dude. They tell stories like that all the time. That's like a pastime with them. With fake stats, they love doing that stuff. But the police knew what was up when, and this woman disfigured herself with this acid. This woman fucked her face up. She poured real acid on her face so that she could practice white supremacy. The white supremacists are desperate, man. They will sacrifice their own lives and their livelihood just so they can get some practice white supremacy. I mean, this is how deep white supremacy is to them. This is how much it means to them, family. And understand, I knew the cops knew that was bullshit. Black folks ain't walking around with no damn sulfuric acid. We don't throw acid on people. We ain't about to walk around with no damn acid. We don't walk around with shit like that. The fuck we gonna be doing with some damn acid? We don't be doing, we'll beat your ass physically if we got a problem with you. But just some random sister walk around with some acid? No. Oh yeah, let me find that pizza shop footage. Hold on, let me find that. Hold on, let me find that pizza shop footage. Real quick, let me turn my fan off. It's a little, sorry about that, guys. A little hot in here. It's cold in here now. Hold on, let me find that pizza shop footage. Hold on. Okay, now I can't find that shit. Hold on 1 second. Let me find that footage. I want to show y'all a clip of the pizza shop footage. But like I said, man, them making up stuff, black crimes and black rapes, they sit up and make up that stuff all day. There was a politician over here who made up some crime over in the Netherlands. He was talking about how Muslims, meaning black, remember, when they say Muslim, that means black. Remember, when they say Muslim, that means black. All right? When they say Muslim, that means black. And there was a guy over he was with the Trump administration. I can't think of his name, but he he went over there to the Netherlands because he told a lie. I think it was the Netherlands he went to, talking about Muslims are over there raping and burning people up. He did like a meeting, and he's on film saying that, hey, in the Netherlands, the Muslims are beating people up and raping them, the Muslim immigrants, and we got to do something about it. And he went to the Netherlands, and the media over there was like, hey, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody raping nobody over here like that, and nobody's burning anybody. What are you talking about? And he was like, oh, I don't recall saying that. What's his name? Peter Hoekestra? Peter Hoekestra, I think that's his name, right? And then when they grilled him, they said, hey, dude, you can't just come over here and not answer questions. What you talking about? Well, I can't recall saying that. Like, no, motherfucker, you said it. What you talking? Why are you saying that and it's not happening? Oh, I don't recall. No, they were like, no, it don't work like that. And they like, it don't work like that over here. You just don't deflect. What the fuck you talking? They were on the white people on his ass. Like, why are you lying? Man. I'm trying to see where that pizza video is. Looks like the pizza video, I had it posted. Hold on. I don't know if Twitter took it down. I had it on my Twitter. I don't know where the pizza video is. Hold on. I can't find that pizza video of the pizza shop. I can't find it now. Okay, I don't know where it is. I don't know. It should disappear. But let me explain what happened. Over in Pittsburgh, there was a pizza shop. There was an Arab owner or manager at this pizza shop in Pittsburgh, and there was a sister in there, and he was trying to get the sister to leave, and I don't know what was happening. But the manager started beating the sister up, started slamming her head and threw her on the ground, was beating her head in the ground. The name of the store is Pizza Milano. So he's beating his sister up, and the sad thing is there was a little Negro filming it, and he in the background giggling and shit. That's the thing that I don't like. I mean, I don't like this Arab dude whooping that sister. That's one thing. But the fact that this nigga didn't do nothing, he's sitting in the back. Oh, it's on World Star now. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me look at World Star. Hold on. Let me look at World Star. Hold on. Let me see if I can at least get the audio of it. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, where's World Star? Where is it? Okay, this is it, I think. Lose is cool. Okay. Okay, this is the audio of it.
Push me again. Listen. Push me again. You gotta go. Push me again. Listen, you gotta go. You have to go.
Listen to this nigga in the background giggling.
Hey, no, I see that. Hey, please. Are you laughing? Please. Are you laughing? Please. I said please. I said please. I said please. I said please. Why you not listen to me? Why you not listen to me? Why you not listen to me?
Hold on, I gotta show y'all this because I gotta show what he's doing. Hold on, let me show you guys. Hold on. This would be, I gotta show it to you. Hold on. I just downloaded the video. So yeah, y'all gotta see it. Y'all gotta see it. And look at this coon in the background giggling. That's the part that really fuck with me. Hold on, let me upload it here. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I want y'all to see this. Okay. Where we at? All right. Y'all rock with me. Here we go. All right. Here it is.
Push me again.
Listen.
Push me again.
You gotta go.
Push me again.
Listen, you gotta go. You have to go.
Hey, look. I see it. Hey, please. Are you grabbing? Please. Are you grabbing? Please. I said please. I said please. I said please. I said please. What are you doing, Sister Man? Why you not listening to me? Why you not listening to me? Why you not listening to me?
Hey. Look at him crazy. I just want my pizza, alright?
Hey, you're going to jail.
Bro,
Hey, you're going to jail. That's why you motherfuckers don't stay around here. That's why you look.
You have to go.
Go.
You
You have to go outside. That's why you can't stay around. Give me my stuff.
Is my pizza almost ready?
Give me my stuff.
All right. So that's what happened with that sister and this little Sambo ass nigga in the background giggling. Oh, that's crazy. I'm just trying to get my pizza. I just want my pizza, yo. Let me talk to black men. Let me talk to black men right now. Black men like that. Because understand, there were protests the next day, and there was some protests out there today. There was a lot of real brothers from the community went on up there, and the police had to be all up in there protecting the store and all this shit. But some real brothers, some real G's went through. So I'm not talking about all, because there are some real brothers out here. But little bitch niggas like that who slip through the cracks. Hold on. Because shit like, we shouldn't even have niggas like that roaming around. We shouldn't have niggas like that even out here. Black men, do not ever sit around when you see, especially a non-black person, anybody period, but a non-black person beating up a black woman in public. Don't you ever just sit there giggling. Black men, younger black men, there's nothing more bitch made than sitting there watching a non-black person beat up on a black woman while you sit there and not do anything. Nothing on earth is more bitch made. Nothing says you're subdued and you're irrelevant. Nothing says more pussy than a nigga sitting up watching a sister get her ass whooped by an Arab, a white supremacist, or any other person. Do you know these groups wouldn't let you touch their women in public in a million years without them doing something? Black men, understand this. You couldn't go beat up a Mexican chick in person without a bunch of Mexican dudes on GP jumping up and doing something. Black men, you can't go touch an Arab woman without all the Arab men dropping everything and getting on your ass. You can't go touch a white woman in public without people dropping everything and getting in your ass. I posted the video a few months ago. Even if the person did something wrong, there was a store manager at a CVS pharmacy. A little meth head white woman went in there shoplifting. The store manager grabbed the woman and tried to hold her for the cops. Do you know white people surrounded them and started checking the brother, knowing she was in the wrong, but they were checking him like, hey, you watch it now. She's still a woman. Remember that video I played? That was very important. That was the reason I played that. They were like, you watch it. Hey, be careful. Don't hurt her. She's still a woman. No, what they meant, she's still a white woman. That's what they meant to say. She's still a white woman, nigga. So don't hurt. Be careful, nigga. Recently, a white woman was at she was a school teacher. There was some kind of school meeting and she was being belligerent and they said she has to be removed. And she was still talking, running her mouth, being an asshole. And it was a black cop who had to remove her and he had to ultimately put handcuffs on her. So now all the Blue Lives Matter stuff goes out the window. And now they're mad at the black cop for having to arrest her. They don't play that with black folks touching their women publicly. No matter how wrong the women are, no matter how wrong the women are, they don't play that. They all get on alert. But Negro males, I'm not going to even say black male because that's not a black male. The Negro male will sit up snickering when they're beating a sister's ass. Nothing says defeated more than that. You can't live like a fucking coward like that. You can't be a coward like that. And the thing, look, I've been in situations where I've seen people. Take that off him. Take that off him. Take that off him. I've been in situations where go in the house. You got to go in. Y'all disturbing me. I'm talking about some shit. Go in the house. But I've been in situations where I've seen sisters get beat up on the streets, and we stopped to do something about it. I wouldn't let that happen. I've talked about that on the show before. I saw it happen a couple of times, and I stepped in. One time when I was in Hawaii, I talked about that. I got into a fight with some random dude in Hawaii years ago. I'm driving, and I see this dude. I don't know what he was. He looked like he was Hawaiian and Asian or whatever. Like he could have been Hawaiian and Japanese, whatever. But I'm driving, and I looked through an alley, and there was a black woman getting beat up by this Hawaiian Asian dude. Looked like it was a domestic dispute or whatever, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, why is he, the fuck is this dude jumping on his sister? So he looked at me like, what you looking at? I'm like, look at that shit, what the fuck you doing? Then he came over, he tried to swing because I was in the convertible, so I got out, man, this dude was thumping. Like, no, I'm not sitting up letting no sister get her ass whooped and I'm just gonna watch. Another time in South Central, me and my dude, Project, shout out to my nigga Project, big old squad brother. We were driving down Western and we saw a Mexican dude beating up a sister on Western. We're like on Western, where the fuck were we? Where the hell? We weren't too far from Century. But it was like outside of a liquor store, Mexican dude beating a sister. So he was driving and we pulled over and ran dude off. He ran when he saw us. But that, we're not going, I'm not going to let that happen. Yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. Yeah, it was like that scene from Training Day. You dig? It was kind of like that scene from Training Day. But, and I see these white supremacist dudes try to talk slick on the trains and whatever, and people will sit back and let it happen. Now, I've seen some brothers who got up and shut the shit down, and I like that. Yeah, and there's some brothers who get up and shut it down. We need more of that, those old school brothers. But just sitting up letting sisters get whooped on by no other people do that, and you don't let yourself sink into that type of cowardice. You don't let yourself sink into that type of cowardice. You dig? Man. Okay. I gotta talk to my editor. The man turned himself in? Okay. So it looked like they're going to try to give him a little slap on the wrist or whatever. Yeah, real talk. So, hell, black folks, if you just go into these neighborhoods, they go on alert. See, that's the thing. Black folks, forget about touching somebody. If you walk into these neighborhoods, they go on alert with your ass. If you just go into the neighborhood, they already on alert. We got this shit where I don't want to see no videos of Asian store owners dragging black women and whooping their ass and all that. And also, let me say this, sisters, when brothers want to go in and put in some work, don't you start acting like Mammy from Going with the Wind. Oh, Lord, leave me alone, Lord. Don't you be on that shit either. Let me say that, because a lot of times when brothers do want to put in work, all of a sudden you put on your headscarf and your apron. Leave me alone, Jesus. No, don't be on that either. Let some real brothers work. But as far as that pizza place, they're protesting the pizza shop and all that. Look, you know, y'all remember out my LA people when that Korean store owner shot that black girl in South Central LA, Natasha Harlins. When that Korean store owner shot Natasha Harlins and killed her, shot that little girl in the back of the head, 15-year-old child. And the white supremacist judge gave her a slap on the wrist and let the woman go, by the way. And all my LA people, they know what I'm talking about. There's a store down in South Central, a liquor store owned by these Koreans, and a black girl got shot in the head. And I forgot the name of the store, but when that shit went down, wasn't no more store. It wasn't no more store. There was nothing to boycott. Do you understand? Wasn't no more store. Yeah, thought she was stealing juice. Yeah. She went to Westchester, yeah. But Soon Jadu, that's her name, Soon Jadu. But ain't no more store. You dig? Wasn't no more store. Ain't no store, bitch. Like Plies will say, ain't no store, bitch. Well, there's nothing to boycott. Ain't no more store. You know? That was the mindset then. Yeah, them Hoovers got to that. Ain't no more store. There's nothing to boycott no more. You do some shit like that, ain't no more store. You know? See, these people get real comfortable with harming us, and we let the shit go way too far. We let the shit go way too far. You dig? Well, yeah, the Soon Jadu family, they had to bounce. Yeah, they had to go and get up out of here. You dig? Because understand, everybody has a code. They have a code of how to deal and how to do business. See, black folks, we think bed wenching, buck dancing, conscious cooning. There's a lot of conscious cooning out here. See, we have different forms of cooning. There's conscious cooning. Just because somebody's talking all that black, and they're raping the community for their own personal gain, that's a form of cooning, see? We got to call out all types of cooning. You dig? The bullshit has to stop. We have to have mechanisms in place to punish and reprimand people who are being detrimental to any type of black progress. You understand? We got to be on folks' ass. Just like in the Asian community, when Asian people do shit they ain't supposed to do, they reprimand each other. Nigga, Asian people don't play that shit with each other. If somebody's off code, they'll end up in a damn river. They put the Asian mafia on their ass. If you off code with them, they'll murk your ass. You understand me? They will murk you in Asian society, and all of them. They don't play that shit when people are off code. Watch it for these conscious coons. Just because somebody's saying something about white supremacy don't mean that they ain't cooning. Look at their actions. Look at their actions. You dig? Look at their actions. Look at, like we used to say, the hustlers would say, money talks. Look how people deal with money. Money talks. You dig? And white supremacist culture, they have to reinforce their codes on a regular basis. The white supremacists, they have to reinforce their codes on a regular basis. Now understand this whole thing where that lady in Britain was talking greasy about black people, that looked like they deliberately wanted that to go public. They wanted that information to go out there to kind of keep other black folks in line. It seems like they deliberately wanted that to go public. And she was just the fall guy. She's a nobody. But they put it on her just to get that type of energy out there. You understand? The white supremacists, they reinforce their codes for the next generation. Let me get deep. Can we talk deep? Let's talk deep tonight, family. Let's get deep. Let's get deep. You notice every, say, 20, 30 years, they have a new King Kong movie out. You notice that? About every 20, 30 years, they have a new King Kong movie out. Ever since 1933. They have a new version of the original King Kong. I want y'all to think about that. Let's put on our thinking caps. The latest one was the King Kong Skull Island. That was the latest one. But every 20 years, they do a revamp of King Kong. Let's break down what King Kong really represents. Now, in the 1930s, it did have a representation of Jack Johnson, but King Kong represented black people as a whole. And the King Kong movie is a movie about maintaining white supremacy. And the latest King Kong, before Skull Island, the King Kong that was made in 2005 with Jack Black and all that, my kids, they watch it on like Netflix because they like the action scenes and the monster scenes. They think that's funny. But all of the King Kong movies has the same subliminal message. Let's go back to the original King Kong in 1933. Let's go back to the original King Kong, which was a blockbuster film in 1933. And understand, in 1933, this was the height of Jim Crow. This was at the height of Jim Crow, the height of segregation in 1933, the height of imperialism in Africa. You dig? And the movie was created by a white director, Marion C. Cooper. And there's so many symbolisms in all the King Kong movies. Even the name King Kong, Kong is a play on Congo, meaning Africa, all right? Kong is a play on Congo, meaning Africa. The director, he was in Africa doing another movie, and he was studying the natives and the gorillas there, and he wanted to do a movie about apes. That's Marion C. Cooper. So when he got back, he wrote King Kong. The plot of King Kong, even then, was about this mysterious island full of black people that's primitive, with primitive animals, and this island is in the Indian Ocean. Now, in real life, there's an island of people they call primitive that's full of black people, North Sentinel Island. There's a real island. Notice the last movie that they did about King Kong, Skull Island. I broke that down. Skull Island was about them going to a remote island in the Indian Ocean, where all these primitive, mysterious people, that is a real place. The symbolisms are amazing. I'm getting deep here. North Sentinel Island is a real place that the white supremacists can't go to. If they go there, they can go, but they would have to kill everybody there. Because the people in North Sentinel Island will slit your fucking throat the minute you get there. So you would have to literally drop a bomb on that island. And the thing is, the reason why I think, and this is my conjecture, and I talked about this before, the reason why they have not dropped a bomb on that island is because the location that island is in, if they were to drop some type of bomb there, I think that it would cause some type of catastrophic earthquake or tsunami that will be detrimental to really the whole world. So that's the only reason I think they have not bombed that island. They can't go up in there. Them primitive Africans will fuck them up. And they know that. You understand? So they make little movies about it. They make little subconscious, subliminal text about that. Because that area, that's a heavy tsunami zone in that area. That's where they had that major tsunami. And that wiped out like a lot of those islands around Thailand and all that stuff. They had that major tsunami there. They say it belongs to India. It don't belong. The Indians can't go up in there either. They can say it belongs to them. It don't belong to nobody but them. You dig? They say it belongs to India. Shit. The Indians can't go up in there either. You dig? So King Kong was about them going to this primitive island of African people, basically, and getting the king and using a white woman to lure in their king of the Congo, luring in the king using the blonde white woman. And all the King Kong movies, the white woman has to be blonde, representing Aryan purity. All of the King Kong movies, the white woman has to be blonde. So they go there with the primitive Africans, and remember, all the King Kong movies, they're running around doing voodoo, looking demonic. The primitives are looking real crazy. So they get the king, get the alpha male, get him in chains, put him on a ship, representing the slave ship. They put the king in chains. They bring him over to America, and they bring him to New York. And New York is pivotal. They bring him over to New York. New York, that's the economic and cultural epicenter of America. They put him on display in chains. Got it? They subdue the king, put him on display in chains. Now, when King Kong, meaning the black man, gets agitated, they got to be on alert. They can't never be too comfortable around the black man, i.e. King Kong. Now, when you look at the original King Kong in 1933, if you look at the facial features of King Kong, they made him look like a coonish black man. If you look at the original King Kong in 1933, his eyes was bucking. King Kong had big lips. And understand, apes don't have big lips at all. Apes don't have big lips. Apes do not have big lips, but they sure made the original King Kong have some big ass fucking lips. They made him have big lips. But he, bucking his eyes. So King Kong breaks the slave chains. And now he's tearing everything up. And that's one of the messages. If we allow the African man any kind of freedom, he's going to destroy us. And they show King Kong knocking over buildings, throwing white people all around, getting subway cars, eating up white people, throwing the subway cars. It's very important why they have it in New York. If we set the black man free, this is what he's going to do to us. He's snatching white women, elbowing buildings, beating up cars. I mean, just he's acting a damn fool with the chains off. The black man got the chains off. When the chains are off and you are leaving him to his own devices, this is what he's going to do. He's going to destroy you. Meaning white people. The black man is going to destroy you. So what we got to do, we got to use our white women, our blonde white women, as a lure. This is how we calm him down. This is how we calm him down. Go send that white woman to him. That's going to calm the Negro down. That's his kryptonite. They know you better than you know you. They know you better than you know you. And when you send a blonde woman to a Negro, a coon especially, oh, he gets real calm. Look at Tomi Lahren. She's a straight up white supremacist female. But they tell Tomi Lahren, just do some rap lyrics. Do a Snapchat with a couple of rap lyrics. And you'll have niggas eating out your fucking palm. And sure enough, they are. You let a blonde white woman recite a couple of rap lyrics and niggas sitting there quiet as a damn church mouse. They know they're Negroes. They know they're Negroes. They know that white woman magic. You always use white woman magic. Always use the white woman magic to calm the Negroes down, to get them off of a... When the Negro gets a little agitated, we need a sacrificial white woman going up there and get King Kong's mind right. You dig? This is why they don't mind sacrificing a couple of white interracial relationships with black males and then promote it heavily because they know that'll calm black folks down. Why do y'all think they promote Kim Kardashian so much? Think about that. Think about that. They promote Kim Kardashian heavy because, see, that's the carrot they dangle over Negroes. Hey, look at this rich white woman dating all of these Negroes. Don't you want that too? Just act right. You'll get you a Kim Kardashian, Negro. See, let me dangle that carrot over your head. Let me dangle that carrot over your head to calm you Negroes down. And whenever there's any type of racial or unrest, civil unrest with black folks upset about police brutality, they'll send a couple of sympathetic white women out there to march with you. You notice when I went to Ferguson in Baltimore, you had all these liberal, quote unquote, white women out there marching. That's very deliberate. Black lives matter. Let's be real. When Negro will have a Molotov cocktail ready, but when the white woman show up with the Black Lives Matter shirt, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, you understand me. You understand me. She comes put the white girl magic on you. She knows how to calm King Kong down. She knows how to calm you down. And they know that. They put them out there to do that. Look how calm Kanye West is. When you see Kanye West looks like he's in a coma. I mean, he's so calm to the point where this nigga breathing. Is this Weekend at Bernie's? Is that nigga dead? I mean, he just walking around and just, what's going on? But King Kong is all about, let's use that white woman magic to lure these niggas in, to calm them down so we can kill them and put them in their place. You dig? Let's calm these Negroes down. And look at King Kong. Let's go back to King Kong. King Kong, he's tearing up the city of New York. Then he climbs the Empire State Building, which at the time, that was the tallest building in the world. The Empire State Building was very significant in the in the minds of people who believe in white supremacy. Number one, the Empire State Building represented a phallic symbol. All right? Not only does it represent a phallic symbol, it represents white economic power. Got it? Then when the original King Kong was done, they had just built the Empire State Building because there was a depression and they needed to give white men work. And one of the things they would do, they had white men build the Golden Gate Bridge, and they had white men build the Empire State Building, and that created jobs and a lot of resources for white men. So the Empire State Building was very significant. From a phallic standpoint, from an economic standpoint, it represented white economic power. You got it? People don't do stuff just to be doing it. There's always a rhyme and reason for them to do certain things and have certain things in movies. So the Empire State Building represents, it does represent an inferiority complex, but it was supposed to be a white power phallic symbol. Let's even go deeper. The Washington Monument is a white obelisk. That represents a phallic symbol because they're trying to be like Africans. They're trying to make their symbols like African Egyptian symbols. You understand? The Washington Monument looks like an obelisk. That's what they designed it after, which represented African power. This is what African people were doing, building these tall structures. So they're trying to compete with that. They're like, this is our version of that. We're going to outdo ancient African societies by mimicking it. You understand? But the Empire State Building represented a phallic symbol. So this black man, King Kong, got on top of this white phallic symbol, which is the Empire State Building, with a white woman in his hand. He got on top of this phallic symbol, something that was very significant to white people at that time, especially in the 1930s. He got on the top. So he's on the top. The black man is on the top of this white phallic symbol with a white woman in his hand, endangering white society, endangering white genetic survival. So the white supremacists had to use one of their secret weapons, which was military planes. Again, they've always sent these codes to each other. The strength for the white supremacists, they're military planes, able to kill people in the air. So they were flying those planes at King Kong, shooting him down. They were using their superior technology against the big black man. That's the message they send. We can't beat him straight up and down. We can't defeat this black man, King Kong. We can't defeat him straight up and down on our own. We need to use our superior technology at all times against him. You dig? Because usually in movies, when there's a villain, there's one particular hero that will destroy the villain. Understand, in most movies, when there's a villain, you have a hero. One particular hero that will destroy the villain. King Kong doesn't have that. King Kong is the villain, and white society has to band together to destroy King Kong. See that? Look at the messages they're sending. Look at the messages they're sending to each other. Not just the planes, but all of the planes, all of the white supremacists working together. We as white society, I'm speaking as them, we as white supremacist society, us working together, that's how we defeat him. You understand? We have to work together in a system to defeat that dude right there. That's one of the few movies where there's no one particular hero destroying the villain. And that does go back to Jack Johnson. Because at the time, we talked about that in Hidden Colors too, how the King Kong movie represented Jack Johnson. Because at that time also in the 1930s, you had a brother, Jack Johnson, who was the heavyweight champion of the world, beating the shit out of white boxers. Not only was he beating white boxers, he's fucking a bunch of white women. So that was heavy on the mind of the white supremacists. That was very heavy on their minds. So they said, well, what, we can't create a great white hope to beat him, but what we can do, we can beat him outside the ring. So we can get him in all types of court cases. They had all types. They made up laws for Jack Johnson, like the Mann Act of 1910. They would make up laws to get Jack Johnson. Notice, whenever there's a thorough black boxer, they always have a lot of these bogus-ass charges thrown at them. All black boxers who are thorough, Muhammad Ali, they were throwing them charges at Ali. They're about to put Ali in jail. They stripped his title because he didn't want to fight in the war. Tyson, Floyd Mayweather. They mad at Floyd Mayweather now. They always trying to get shit on Floyd Mayweather. They're always trying to get stuff on him. They're trying to get shit on Floyd Mayweather now. He made a comment about the Me Too movement, and they're trying to flip that as if he's insensitive to women. Oh, Floyd Mayweather has a history of beating women. They're talking that stupid shit now. You dig? Hurricane Carter, all these dudes. But notice they don't, on a side note, speaking of boxers, you know, they don't do that with the white boxers, and they crooked. They love talking about Rocky Marciano. They love bragging about Rocky Marciano. They love bragging on him. Rocky, you know, in the movie Coming to America, they were like, every time you talk about boxing, the white man got to bring Rocky Marciano out his ass. Rocky Marciano wasn't shit. Do you know Rocky Marciano, the mafia used to fix fights for him? Rocky Marciano wasn't shit. Don't let these white supremacists try to throw that Rocky Marciano shit in your face. The mafia, this is when the mafia would control boxing at the time. And they know this. They know Rocky Marciano, he would have these fights fixed. The mafia would go to his opponent and make his opponents throw fights. This is well known in the boxing world, by the way. This is well known in the boxing world. But the mob would have Rocky Marciano's opponents throw the fights. Rocky Marciano wasn't shit. And that's where Rocky, the movie, got his shit from. Yeah, he beat all white people too. Yeah, don't let them tell you how thorough Rocky Marciano is. Rocky Marciano wasn't about shit. They would throw fights for him. They would throw fights for him. This is well documented. Research this. They would throw fights. The mafia would have people throw fights for him. You dig? That's that Rocky Balboa. That's why Sylvester Stallone got that bullshit. Fuck Rocky Marciano. He was a bum. I'm saying that publicly, and they know he was. They know he was. They don't give a shit to the white supremacists is a win. Yeah, Rocky Marciano, he's an old school boxer. Not only that, this is how desperate they are for a win. I want y'all to look this up. Speaking of desperate, back in the late 60s, early 70s, they made a digitized movie of Rocky Marciano fighting Muhammad Ali, and I think winning. It was a digital movie they made. It wasn't a real fight. It was some kind of type of digitized thing that they did using some technology they had back then. But research that. It was a fake fight that they had of Rocky Marciano in his prime, because at the time, Rocky Marciano was old. So they had him, in some digital thing, they had him fighting Muhammad Ali. Look that up. This is how desperate they were. This is how desperate they were. Yeah, it was a fight simulation. Right, it was a fight simulation. You dig? Yeah, didn't he beat Joe Louis when Joe Louis was like 40-something? Yeah, they had Howard Cosell commenting on the computer fight. Yeah. No, this wasn't even a video game. But yeah, they've always been desperate for that great white hope. You did? They've always been desperate, so they've always had to take what they can get. They've always been, they take what they can get. You know, and even when Jack Johnson was beaten, I mean, Jack Johnson had been in and out of jail, and he was, shit, damn near 50 when somebody white finally beat him. You know, that's what they got to do. They got to wait till you get old and then smack you around when you old and then jump on, oh, I got him. They got to get us out our prime. You understand? But again, but going back to King Kong, understand that movie, they always got to do remakes of it using the same thing, using the same symbolisms on how to deal with the Negro. We got to deal with the Negro like this as a team. We got to work as a team against the Negro. And we got to use the white, blonde, Aryan woman, or white woman, period, as bait. That's our greatest strength, using her as bait so we can get in with them and do what we need to do with them. Yeah, I want to see the new Black Panther movie. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Say Joe Louis came out of retirement to fight Rocky Marciano. Yeah, because Joe Louis probably needed the money. He probably needed the money. But yeah, they've always been looking for that great white hope. You know, somebody they can latch on, especially in boxing. And if they can't get, especially when it's against a black fighter, that's why they'll settle that. If we can't get a great white hope, well, give me a great Mexican hope. Shit. We can't get a great Mexican hope. Give me a great Filipino hope. That's why that Conor McGregor thing was so heavy. That's why that Conor McGregor thing, and I broke that down. And I actually went to the fight. I had to see it. They were giving Conor McGregor props just for showing up. And I talked about this when I was in Vegas. After the Mayweather fight, where Floyd Mayweather clearly whooped Conor McGregor's ass. I had suspected white supremacists walking up to me saying, hey, man, didn't you think Conor had him? They stopped the fight too early. I said, you ain't this fucking desperate. You are not this damn desperate. They still talking about they stopped the fight too early. Conor McGregor almost got killed in that ring. They talking about, man, they shouldn't have stopped the fight. Like, you ain't that desperate. Oh, yeah, and that whole flag thing, that's the thing. All that stand up for the flag bullshit. Boy, they threw them American flags in the trash. They threw them American flags in the trash. They were out there with Irish flags. They threw those American flags away so fast. Nigga, Irish flags, them flags were originally $20. Them Irish flags were going for $100 in Vegas, man. Irish flags were going for $100 in Vegas. And I was proudly sporting the American flag, rubbing that shit in their faces. But who are you going for? I'm going for the American. And you couldn't say shit. Yeah, even though they not only were the prices jacked up, they were sold out. The prices for Irish flags were not only jacked up, they were still being sold out. Man. thought what Mayweather was an African? He's a black American. He's a black American. But again, we got to understand the symbolisms that come in the movies that these folks put out. We got to understand that they stay on code and they have to reiterate their symbols and they have to put out these symbolic movies every generation so the next generation can get it. You understand? And see, that's what we have to do. We have to school the next generation of black Americans to let them know how to empower themselves. We got to look at the next generation and bring them in and show them what the game is. You dig? So we got to keep putting those messages out. I haven't seen the movie Mother. I have not seen that. Man. Yeah, Planet of the Apes. That's another one. They go deep with that. Planet of the Apes is another one too, by the way. That's why the media was getting on my case for saying that the Planet of the Apes movie poster was representing Black Lives Matter, which it was. They knew exactly what they were doing. Those Planet of the Apes movies, there's all that old ape talk they like doing. All that ape monkey talk they do with us. They know what they're doing. They're not slick. And there was a controversy a few days ago where Google search, if you Google the word gorilla, some images of black people come up. And a lot of people were getting on Google's case for that. Let me see if they fix that. But yeah, there was a thing on Google. If you search up the word gorilla, there were some images of black people that came up. And I think they might have corrected it. You dig? And I'm looking at it now. They might have corrected it. But yeah, people getting on Google for allowing that to happen. They know what they're doing. And I'm looking at it now. I think they've corrected it for the most part. Hold on. Yeah, I think they have corrected it. Yeah, because people were getting on their case about that. Man. But all that gorilla ape talk, all those little codes, they know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. Man. Yeah. Some of these places, they got a lot of racist IT people working for them. Man. You dig? But anyway, in word on the documentary on Dr. Sebi, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about a documentary on Dr. Sebi. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, I have no idea about that. But I can't wait for y'all to see the pilot for the ISM radio show, some of the behind the scenes stuff. I can't wait till y'all see that, man. That's real entertaining stuff. Now, my next movie project, there's a couple of ideas I have for the next movie project. There's a couple of ideas that I have. And I'm trying to see what we should do for the next movie project. Because I don't want to do another... Hidden Colors 5, that's later. Hidden Colors 5, that's later. Hidden Colors 5 is later. Now, I got time for that. Hidden Colors 5 is later. Do the Coon documentary. The Coon... Do a documentary on North Sentinel. I was thinking about doing that. Doing a documentary on North Sentinel Island. Bloods and Kryptonite, I ain't doing that on that. You know what I want to do? Because I have a script. I want to do a narrative film. And this is the idea. I got a film that I wrote. This is a scripted film called Upload. It's about these kids. They're running from police. And they got to upload this footage. And they're running from cops. And they're going through all of these different scenarios. And I'm going to do that film. Because that's a scripted film, and it's, you know, we need actors. What I'm thinking about doing, because that film is pretty much ready to go. We just got to cast people and film it. Thinking about doing a crowdfunding with that, and certain people, if you put in a certain amount, you can actually get to be in the movie. I want to do something different, something interactive with the audience. I would like to do something with this new narrative film where I can get some of y'all, some of the people, especially if you're out here, or if you can get out here to LA. Because in this film, there's a whole bunch of different scenes in this film. So we need a lot of people in the film. And, you know, people can have little walk-on parts and all that. So I think that would be interesting. Nobody's never done anything like that before. You know, just kind of get the crowd involved in the film and just get, you know, that'll be like a fun thing to do. You just get a lot of people. You know, I'm gonna have like, you know, the main actors in it, and it's like about 4 or 5 main characters, but they're running all over town, interacting with different people. See, isn't it The Matrix? I wouldn't say that, but there's a lot of movies where people are running, and, you know, there's a lot of movies where people are running and shit. But I think it would be interesting, certain people, when we do the crowdfunding thing, get people to actually get to be in the movie. You know, that would be interesting because it's kind of like a found footage thing where we're filming. It's going to be like, how can I describe it? Everything is going to be filmed in real time. Like the characters are just kind of hanging out, and then they see something, and now the police are after them. It's almost like a video game, and it's in real time, so everything is happening right when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? In real time. And they're interacting with different people. They're going into different stores. They're trying to hide out in different places. Some people are assisting them. People are trying to catch them. There's a reward out for them. The police are trying to catch them. There's a reward out for them. People are trying to kill them. So there's a lot of people that need to be in the movie. So we can have a lot of walk-on roles for a whole bunch of folks. You know what I'm saying? You say you're not sure about that? What do you think? What are you not sure about? I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Sound like a video game. Yeah. But no, but it's some real shit. It's a movie. It's a scripted movie. Like Snow on the Bluff now. Nah. And I've seen Snow on the Bluff. That's an interesting movie. But something like that I think would be cool. The script is good. It's a very good script. It's a very good script. But I want to make it, you know, I want to put some extra stuff in it to kind of make it unique. Yeah, it's like the first person POV. And the main characters are young. They're like 19, 20, 21. Those are the main characters. They're 19, 20, 21. So, but while they're on the run, you know, they're interacting with a bunch of folks while they're on the run. So we can have some of y'all in there. So can you be the mother? Because I'm going to have Layla and Bree in there. You dig? Yes, the Eugenics, the movie I did, we did a movie in 7 damn days. We did a scripted movie down in Atlanta. We filmed the movie in 7 days. The movie's actually good. It's cool, you know. It's not a blockbuster movie, and the movie does good overseas because You know, they love horror movies overseas. And I mean, this shit does good numbers overseas, especially around Halloween. And the movie it went through a bunch of different titles. The movie over here is called The Eugenist. The original title of the movie was called The School. Then we changed the name to The Eugenist, which I probably should have kept it as The School, because when I sold the international rights to it for it to be shown internationally, they ain't got no word in certain languages for no eugenist. Nobody know what the fuck that is. So then they changed the name to Dark Medicine. So in certain countries, the movie is called Dark Medicine. So the movie has basically 3 titles. And another thing that's interesting, speaking of school, we were looking for abandoned schools. We ended up shooting it at a real school down in Atlanta. And we had to shoot at night. Not only did we shoot it in 7 days, we didn't even get full days. We would shoot this thing at night. We shot from, Ola, what time did we get started every day? We got started like at 6, and we had to be out like by midnight. So we were shooting half days for 7 days. And still knocked it out. But what's interesting, we were researching, and this was a few years ago, we were researching schools to shoot it in. There are a bunch of abandoned schools around the country. Yeah, from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m., okay. And I noticed, and I'm come to think of it, you know, there's so many abandoned schools around the country. So if somebody wanted to get a school, it ain't that fucking hard to do. I'm telling you now, from our research, because we were going to shoot in an abandoned school, but there was schools like in certain cities, and it was kind of too cold, because this was wintertime, and I didn't want to shoot where it was freezing, because we were going to shoot in Detroit. I think we were going to shoot down in New Orleans somewhere. So there's abandoned schools all over the place. But we wanted to shoot somewhere where we didn't have to pay. We were going to shoot in LA, but the permits were crazy. And we ended up shooting down in Atlanta. They didn't charge us an arm and a leg for the permits. But I'm telling you, and we did the research because we were going to shoot in school. There's dozens upon dozens upon dozens of abandoned schools around the damn country. If somebody wants a goddamn school and say that they can't get one and you got over $500,000, you're a motherfucking liar. So they're lying to your damn face. They're a goddamn lie. There's so many abandoned schools around this country, they just need to be renovated. You can get 10 Mexicans, get an ass $300 and you can renovate a fucking school. Don't let nobody tell you they got $500,000 fucking dollars and they can't get no damn school. I ain't saying no names, I'm just talking. Let's just talk real for a minute. I know this for a fact. Renovations don't cost that much. There's schools sitting up now, boarded up, dude. You can get for pennies. Don't let nobody tell you what they can't do as far as that now. Don't let nobody tell you what they can't do as far as that. I got 10 goddamn Mexicans I know now will fix that school up for $100 and some beer. Don't let nobody tell you they got over $500,000 fucking dollars and can't get no damn school. And they giving you every stupid ass excuse in the book and you saying, okay, I guess he's right. You just a dumbass if you believe another dumbass. You out of your damn mind. There's abandoned schools everywhere. I just can't find one. Stop. Let me tell you, let's talk business. I ain't taking no shots. I'm just talking business. Hypothetical. I ain't beefing with nobody. I'm just talking. I'm just talking common sense right now. We're talking common sense. Let me tell you something, black people. Let's talk money for a minute. Let's talk business. Black people, if you show up anywhere with $500,000, somebody's going to do business with you. I want y'all to listen to me. If you show up somewhere with $500,000 cash ready to go, somebody's going to do business with you. you're going to get something done. Don't let nobody tell you what somebody ain't gonna let them do, and you got that money sitting there. Money talks. Don't let nobody lie to you. You show up anywhere with $500,000 cash, they will find a way to do business with you, black people. Don't let nobody lie to you. Money talks. They don't want me to have it. Money talks. Because when you're trying to obtain a school, that's just a basic real estate transaction. Don't let nobody who ain't never done no real estate run no bullshit on you, family. I don't want black folks to be lied to by people who's running game on them. You show up with that type of money, somebody is going to go out of their way to do business with you. When you show up and you got cash in hand, people will do business with you. I'm telling you what I know. Money talks, man. You ask somebody in real estate, you tell somebody in real estate, I got this much cash. They got all types of ways to move things around and get money, loans here, there, bring prices down. They got all types of plans. Fuck out of here if somebody tell you they can't get none done if they got a certain amount of money. Let's just talk business. I'm telling you what I know as a businessman who has done this. People will lower the prices. If you got cash in hand, dude, I'm telling you dude, there's houses in Atlanta that were $120,000. I go there, I walk up to them and say, hey, I give you $89,000 right now. You know what they say? Sold, Mr. Nasheed, sold. It's that simple. It's that simple. Money talks, man. It's that goddamn simple. Don't look, well, it was frozen. My account was frozen, and they just jealous and they mad because they heard about it. Shut up. Stop. Fuck all that bullshit, man. Money talks, man. You show up with some paper, you gonna get what you need, dude. You gonna get what the fuck you need. You gonna get what you need, man. Shit. Boy, I get a price down low heavy when money is in hand. Look at Ola. Ola, my brother, be negotiating. That's why I be having Ola negotiate, nigga. When we be doing lectures and going on tours, I be having Ola talk them down so low. People be trying to rent us venues for $7,000. I put Ola on their ass. Let them know we got some paper right now. We give you some money today. We get that shit lowered down to $30. You dig? Money talks. Shit. You got $500,000. Somebody's going to do business with you, man. That's the long and short of it. Somebody's going to do business with you. They will find you if word gets out that you got money like that and you're willing to spend. You got abandoned buildings just sitting up. People are just trying to get rid of them. Whatever. Y'all, all right, you let a motherfucker lie to you if you want them to. You let somebody lie to you if you want them to. Some people just like listening to lies. You let a motherfucker lie to you if you want them to. But go, you knock yourself out. You knock yourself out if you believe that. I'm telling you what I know. That kind of money talks. Shit. Man, you go to some auctions. I mean, forget about that. You can go to, man, people be auctioning off. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm making too much sense here. But no. Y'all, some niggas like lies. You want a motherfucker in your face. Well, what happened? Well, what happened? The cracker, they just jealous. That's what you knock yourself out, man. Knock yourself out. Is that what you want to hear? Knock yourself out, man. Knock yourself out. If you want lies in your life, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Okay. Dude, I'm not going to go there. Just talking logistics. Just talking logistics. If we're going to talk real talk, it ain't that hard to do. It ain't that hard to do. Getting something like that ain't that hard to do. It ain't. It ain't, dude. I'm telling you it ain't. Nigga, operating cost, that's a piece of cake. The operating cost is a piece of cake. The hardest thing is just the damn real estate. Operating it is a piece of cake. Once you get the shit built, everything else is a smooth ride. Everything else is a smooth ride. Shit. When you already know what you're going to do, you already got the clientele, everything else is a smooth ride. That's the purpose of building a business or starting a business, because you already have your customers. You understand? You already know who your customers are. You know what your customers are going to be about. You already know who your clientele is going to be. That's why you start a business, because you've already researched your customer base. Let's just talk business. If you're going to charge a tuition and you got a whole bunch of people that's down, that you say is down, you ain't got to work. That's your operating cost right there. They're already there. Since you're the greatest and you're the best, you already got your operating costs. You the best. Remember? You're the best. So you got your operating costs right there. You dig? Don't miss me with that operating cost thing. No, you the best. That's your operating cost right there. All these people, that's your revenue right there. So we're just talking real estate at this point. We're talking real estate. We're just talking real estate. But y'all, no. Y'all keep on believing the bullshit. All right, y'all keep believing the bullshit. You dig? But like I said, man, this movie, I want to do this movie. It's something different. I like to do stuff different. I mean, we can do the Hit Guns 5 and the Coon movies, and that's easy. But I've been wanting to do a narrative film because I want to get some new actors and actresses out there in the game. Like when we did 1804, there was a lot of people. Shout out to my brothers and sisters who were in the movie, the fighters and the actors. A lot of these people were so grateful. This was their first time ever working on a movie. So I want to give an opportunity to a lot of the young actors out there to give them a shot so they're not in these other movies getting killed off in the first 5 fucking minutes. Yeah? I know Seahorn, I already know, brother. Seahorn, I already know, brother. I already know Seahorn. You dig? I'm just talking business. I ain't even taking shots at nobody. This ain't even about taking shots. This is about teaching you guys how real business is done from somebody who does real business. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I would do and what I have done. I own businesses. I own homes that I put people in. When you build shit, they will come. When you got some institutions built, people will patronize your institutions. When I start buying houses, I wasn't worried about getting nobody in them. Everybody needs somewhere to live. That ain't nothing. Once I got the house, no problem getting people to live in them. Not a problem at all. open up my production office that I have now. I hire people all the time. That's not a problem. And I have a customer base. I know who my audience is. So I know how to do business. And business people understand how business works. I'm going to sit up and give y'all a bunch of excuses. Whatever, man. Whatever. Y'all believe bullshit if y'all want to, man. Y'all believe bullshit if y'all want to. I'm not trying to talk about Moist, but because I don't, because see, if I say something, niggas be getting little clips of it and then they go make videos to talking about Moist again. I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be that, because I'm bored with this nigga. I'm tired. And I know he's making a bunch of videos and all that. And some of the shit is so goofy, I ain't going to address that. But one thing I kind of want to address, what you doing, Moist? What you doing over there in China? What you really doing over there, nigga? Moist, and this is, Moist is over there doing lectures for like 6 people at restaurants. What you really doing over there, nigga? I kind of don't even want to know. I kind of don't even want to know what you really doing over there, nigga. You over there talking about you on a lecture tour. You doing lectures at restaurants for 6 people. What you really doing over there, nigga? No, for real. He's doing lectures at restaurants. These aren't really lectures. He's having dinner with a group of people. That's not even real lectures. You're over there having dinner with a group of people. You're not doing lectures. You're not going on a lecture tour. Moist, any followers of Moist, let me talk to you. I'm not talking to him. He's a clown. But any followers of Moist, I mean, he went to Asia to do lectures at restaurants for like 6 people. Really? You think those people flew you all the way around the world to do a lecture at a restaurant? Like 6 people? That's what you're doing. You're doing restaurant appearances for like 6, 7 people at a time. Why you don't see no pictures of no crowds or nobody over there? You're having dinner with people talking about their lectures. You're doing dinners. No, nobody flew you out there for that. They didn't. Let's just use common sense. Just common sense. Because understand, when somebody has been proven a liar, you got to question everything they're doing. And you got to look at it. It's real funny style. You talking about you doing lectures over there, but you at restaurants. Those people didn't fly you in. Sounds like you over there tricking your little money off with some Asian lady boys or whatever, because, nigga, you can't explain. Nobody can justify those baths you were taking with your shirt off. You soaking your titties in salt water. You're taking bisexual bubble baths over there in Japan, then tried to get the videos removed. Hold on, let me. I don't want to be petty. I don't want to show videos of the man soaking his breast. I don't want to show, But what is he really doing over there? Nobody flew him in for no lecture for 6 fucking people at a table. They didn't know. No. What's really happening, man? What you doing with the folks' money over there, dude? I'm not even being mean-spirited. I'm just asking questions, dude. Those people did not fly this dude in for no dinner. He just acting like it's a lecture tour, which it's not. You're having dinner with people and you're tricking your money off over there. You're over there soaking your tits in bubble baths. I know they got a lot of lady boys over there. So you over there nice and safe out of the eyes of the people. I don't know what this nigga's over there doing, but I digress. I digress. Man. Hold on.
I'm addicted to boys. 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 I'm addicted to boys.
Can anybody justify that? I mean, I'm not going to even be mean-spirited. I mean, a picture says 1,000 words. I'm not even being mean-spirited. Somebody please justify that to me. Justify why this man is in Asia, filming himself, rubbing his body down, soaking his tits, and sashaying and rubbing himself like a husky hoe. Help me. Dignify that. I mean, just give me any justification for that. I'm not even being mean. I'm not being mean. I'm not yelling. Nobody can seem to justify that. Just give me a good reason why any nigga would do that. Any straight nigga. He did that when he was in Japan last time. What straight non-bisexual nigga does that? Film himself taking a public bath, rubbing his tits and face and hair. You rubbing yourself. And you trying to look sultry. What are you doing? What's that? What's that? So now you can go over there and you can just let it all hang out. Do you think that's going to run a school? I mean, for real. I'm not picking on nobody. I'm not trying to keep a beef going. But you think that's something like that is capable of running anything? You understand? That's a grown ass man who's running around yelling, the prince of this and all that, and you over in Japan, you get over to Japan. See, the thing is, when niggas go somewhere out of the country, they get real comfortable. Sometimes niggas, when they got little crazy fetishes, boy, they get real comfortable when they get out the country because ain't nobody, you're the only black person there, so you can let the shit all hang out. You can get away with certain things out there. What kind of activity is this nigga into over there, man? And it looks like it has something to do with booty holes. When you taking selfies of yourself, rubbing your tits and your body, and you soaking, and you splashing up out the water. You saw the way this bitch nigga splashed up out the water like a moist dolphin? You saw that? That nigga jumped up out the water like a Baywatch bitch. Come on, family. Anybody who supports that dude, please dignify that or justify it. Please. I would love to hear it. Give me some kind of justification for that. Give me any justification why a heterosexual man who hasn't dabbled in man taint would do something like that, would film himself doing some shit like that. Wow, man. Oh, my nigga needs prayer. Somebody's in need of prayer. All right. Say the brother was on vacation, nigga. Let me tell you something. I've been on vacation for years. I've never been so on vacation where I want to film myself taking a goddamn bath and rub on my body while taking a bath on video. There's a lot you can do on vacation, and that ain't one of them. This nigga's rubbing all on his fucking body. Soaking his tits. Trying to look sultry. What I don't even really, to be honest, I don't want to know what that nigga's into over there, man. It ain't no fucking lectures, by the way. It ain't no lectures. You ain't going over there doing a lecture for 6 fucking people. It's something else. All right. Anyway, man. But like I said, let's go. But let's talk real shit. I don't want to waste time on dumb shit. But I just know there's a lot of lady boys over there in Asia. There's a lot of lady boy action over there in Asia. There's a lot of lady boys over there. Do you understand me? There's a lot of people go there for the lady boy action. You go over there and get it in. There's lady boy action left and right in Asia. So niggas over there acting like they on a lecture tour. You on a lick 'em tour. You licking niggas' balls. Yeah? That's where that school money is. Notice you don't see no pictures of no crowds over there where motherfuckers doing a lecture to no crowd. You notice that? Ain't no lecture pictures of no crowd of people. Ain't nobody fly him over for that. Alright. Guys ain't got money like that. Just fly niggas over to have dinner with them. Oh, you watch how slick niggas are. Anyway. But yo, I think the movie idea, the idea for the movie, I think that's something that would be fun. It would be something new. It would be something a little different. Something interesting, something creative. And again, I'm going to get some new black actors. I need some new cats I want to put on. You know, particularly there's a part for a young black female lead in the movie. There's a couple of black leads in the movie. And again, there's a lot of side peripheral characters that we can get a lot of other people in. So I think that would be interesting. And again, we get the crowdfunding thing going. If you're in LA, that would be great. Or if you can get to LA. Because even for 1804, I had people come in. People who were down, they wanted to be in it. They came in and we got them in it. You did. But again, this week on ISM Radio, my man Michael Jai White is going to be on the show. We're going to put up the pilot for the ISM Radio reality show. We're going to put that up, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy that. What's up, Trag? My nigga Trag is in the house. What's up, Trag? That's going to be real fun. Yep. Yeah, my man Black Dynamite is going to be in the house. But anyway, man, let me go in the crib with my babies, my children, and kick it with them, man. Y'all have a good night, man. I hope this show was empowering to you, and that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to make sure you're empowered with good information. Good information that you can use to empower yourselves. That's why when we do ISM Radio, you notice we've had several powerful black men who've done real business. And we want to show you how they've done it, the mistakes they've made, the positives that they've made. We're showing you how to handle business in every aspect of life, even in the legitimate world, even in the underground. I want to show you how business is being handled. This is why these interviews on Ism Radio have been phenomenal, because I get a lot of friends of mine to come on the show and just really chop it up, and I'm going to have more of that because it's empowerment time. It's empowerment time. And it's time to put folks on. It's time to get folks in the game who's ready to do business. This is why I want to do this narrative film, so I can get a lot of new cats in it and get them in the game. You dig? Anyway, we'll talk more about that. I'm still kicking around some more ideas on how to do it. And again, if y'all want to be down with that, y'all email me, chop it up, man. If you're in LA, let's get down. Let's see what we can do as far as that. All right. We're going to get up out of here, man. I'm going to holler at you guys Tuesday, Ism Radio. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com to get Hidden Colors 1, 2, 3, and 4, family. Go to 1804movie.com to get 1804 movie right now, The Hidden History of Haiti. If you have not seen it, get it right now still. The top two, the number 2 documentary, best-selling documentary in the world right now. Best-selling documentary in the world right now. Oh, yeah, next week on my live Ustream, I don't know, because I'm going to be traveling to Africa, and I know that trip takes a few days, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing this show, my live Ustream. I won't say Ustream because I'm on YouTube now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live here next Sunday. All right? So I'm not sure about that because I know I'll be traveling. Also, another thing, too. If you're in LA, we need some dancers, some motherfuckers who can dance their ass off. Because we're going to be doing a music video for my group. We're going to be doing that in a couple of weeks, too, when I get back from Africa. So I want some dancers to be in the video. I want some fly ladies and the brothers who can really get it in. All right? Y'all email me. Now, don't, ladies, come on now. You know what's up. Don't email me if you look like goddamn Mom's Mabley or some shit, all right? But email me if y'all want to be in the video, if you're out here in LA. I get you in. All right, y'all. I'm about to be out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.